In a city as busy as New York City, there's bound to be trash. From here to there, trash stems everywhere, but we're forgetting one place.
There is about 300 billion pounds of plastic in the world's oceans, and about 1 million sea animals die each year due to plastic debris. We specifically created biodegradable six-pack rings to combat this issue. Do you know how long it takes for a traditional plastic six-pack ring to decompose? It takes 450 years for a single six-pack ring to decompose. Just think about it. Plastic six-pack rings end up and stay in the ocean for 450 years. However, it only takes about 3 to 6 months for our six-pack rings to decompose.
With the growing need to reduce plastic debris, we introduced Tidal Rings, biodegradable six-pack rings designed to combat ocean pollution. Made from compostable materials, they dissolve naturally, empowering consumers to make sustainable choices.
So, how can we get started? First, you will need 4 main ingredients: glycerin, cornstarch, oil, and water. To create the base of our product, you will need to heat and mix the ingredients. Once it's mixed, you will get a substance that you can pour into a mold, either with circular, can-sized stubs, or you could cut out circular can-sized holes into the cooled mixture. Once cooled and cut, pop the mixture out of the mold, and you've officially have yourself a tidal ring.
Currently, Tidal Rings can manage the workload. However, as we scale up, our ambitions will too. It will take about 5 minutes to create one batch of 3 biodegradable six-pack rings, and with a cooling period of about 14 days, at this rate, we can create 8,640 biodegradable six-pack rings in one day and an estimated 2,073,600 biodegradable six-pack rings in 1 year. However, as we start out with our biodegradable six-pack rings, we want to scale up and transform them into reusable rings, as many small beverage companies such as Something and Nothing, Drink Minna, and Enjoy Sip share a commitment to sustainability, wellness, and unique product offerings that cater to the health-focused consumer base. We plan to reach out to these companies and one similar to them to express our plans of launching a marketing partnership to promote our six-pack rings and their environmentally conscious beverages. This collaboration increasingly reaches more people together rather than as individuals, as more people are seeking environmentally friendly alternatives. We'll elevate brands as leaders in responsible, innovative products through social media, influencer partnerships, and sustainability-focused content.
As newer beverage companies try to grow and make it big, they're often outshined and left in the shadows by big powerhouse companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. But what these powerhouses fail to acknowledge is their detriment to the environment. And a stark example of this is their cheap plastic six-pack rings that they use to package bottles and cans. A study from Nielsen, an American audience measurement firm, reveals that 66% of global consumers are more inclined to pay more for products that are from companies that show their commitment to sustainability. What our product does is it poses an opportunity for companies like Enjoy Sip and Dashwater to gain publicity and pose a greater impact on an environmentally inconsiderate mainstream standard. David Attenborough states, "The plastic in our oceans ought never to have got there in the first place. Much of it, perhaps, ought not to have even been manufactured at all. Yet it is there. Overproduced plastic products should never have been the knife to stab us in the back in the first place. But since it's there, Tidal Rings will be the stitches to heal the wound." Thus, Tidal Rings is not just a replacement or a simple marketing tool. Our goal is to consistently replace by innovating on products that are a detriment to the environment. It would be a disservice to us and the world if we just stop at our first product. Thus, after we finalize the material for our first product, the rings, we can switch it and alter it to make it more suitable for products like bottles, utensils, and even snack wrappers. These things comprise almost 30% of the ocean's plastic pollution. And if we just replace a fraction of this percentage, it would be a leap for mankind. And no, we won't stop there. The next step after biodegradation is reusability. Countries like Canada and Germany have already started enforcing laws on reusable packaging. And this shows that this approach can reduce production and waste at the source, which is highlighted by the World Economic Forum. And even if this notion isn't realistically produced in the long run, this ideal of reusability should not be abandoned, as it is the most endurable mode of sustainability. Our vision is not just our products, it's innovation. And innovation is the future of going green.
Do you not see? The plastics on our shores and smog from every commercial building in our city Only now do we shift our focus to saving the world. Tidal Ring offers a sustainable solution to the beverage industry's growing carbon footprint. In response, some major companies have taken action to address their contributions to plastic waste. The New York Times reports Coors Light has committed $85 million to eliminate plastic six-pack rings in North America, reducing 1.7 million pounds of plastic waste annually. By 2025, PepsiCo aims to design 98% of its packaging to be recyclable, compostable, biodegradable, or reusable. And Coca-Cola promised 100% recyclable packaging with at least 50% recyclable material by 2030.
Despite their efforts, their intentions were designed for themselves, profiting from consumer demand. A recent study from PDI Technologies concluded that out of 1,200 American consumers, when comparing two similar products priced at $10 or less, 71% would choose the one that follows sustainable practices. With more people concerned about the environment, companies are now seeking sustainability in order to boost their image and attract more customers. So was it really about the environment?
While these efforts do highlight significant change, Tidal Ring's success is solely dependent on its potential to replace millions of plastic rings annually. Implementing this industry-wide would reduce significantly on the plastic waste that enters oceans and landfills, which not only preserves marine life, but also maintains healthy ecosystems. Every six-pack ring costs 20 cents in materials to make. Thus, transitioning from plastic rings to this will obviously incur some various costs, and it could slow down production rates because of the different materials and machinery. However, companies will come to realize that Tidal Rings will improve on customer satisfaction and brand loyalty because of the increasing prioritization of sustainability. However, Tidal Rings will increase brand loyalty and consumer satisfaction as society tends to more prioritize sustainability now. Companies will come to realize that since consumers tend to prefer eco-friendly products, the initial costs of implementing Tidal Rings will be offset in the long run by greater profits. Again, globally, Tidal Rings will reduce the plastic that enters oceans and landfills, which significantly contributes to global sustainability goals like curbing climate change and maintaining healthy environments for future generations. Imagine a world where our choices align with our values,
where convenience doesn't come at the expense of our planet.
Join us in embracing a future where sustainability is at the forefront. Choose biodegradable.
Support eco-friendly initiatives.
And be a part of the solution to plastic pollution.